A phrase from ancient Greece walked into a modern summit room. It didn't sound ridiculous. When Xi Jinping mentions the Thucydides trap to Donald Trump, he's not just showing off. He's putting a warning label on the world's most important business relationship. The uncomfortable question is simple. When a rising power challenges a ruling power, do both sides manage the pressure? Or does fear quietly start writing strategy? We're exploring that question today. That ancient warning, the Thucydides trap, describes a structural stress. It appears when a rising power threatens to displace an established power. In the original story, Athens rose, Sparta feared, and war followed. Today, China rises, America recalculates, and the world watches every handshake like a chess move. This isn't destiny, though. It's a warning about incentives. The trap begins when both sides stop asking, "What are they doing?" and start assuming, whatever it is, it's aimed at us. That's when diplomacy starts sounding like a risk committee meeting. And that's when the trap gets expensive. This is where the ancient Greek ghost becomes very modern and very annoying. For business, the Thucydides trap doesn't need aircraft carriers to become real. It just needs a delayed shipment, a denied chip license, or a rare earth magnet treated like a diplomatic bargaining chip. China leads in refining 19 of 20 strategic minerals, with an average 70% market share. For rare earth magnets, China controls around 60% of mining, 91% of separation, and 94% of magnet production. That matters for cars, wind turbines, and the AI economy. So when leaders talk about traps, companies hear procurement risk, investors hear margin pressure, and CFOs hear the faint sound of another spreadsheet being born. The smartest way to use the Thucydides trap is not to treat war as inevitable. That is lazy analysis. Critics are right. The concept can oversimplify. Leaders make choices, and incentives can be redesigned. But ignoring the pressure would be equally naive. The practical takeaway is this: companies don't need to predict a conflict to be affected by rivalry. They need to price a world where technology, minerals, and market access are increasingly political. The winners won't be the loudest doomers. They'll be the firms that prepare quietly, diversify intelligently, and understand that in a great power rivalry, the undercurrent often moves before the wave becomes visible.